right. You guys did a really good job tapping out some words. Now we're going to practice some sentences, okay? So here's my first sentence on the board. We're going to tap it out and read it together. Ready? How'd you know this was had?
Because I remember that had is H-A-E-D.
So this one is a sight word. We have had. Jim had. Is that a sight word? All right, let's tap out this last one. Okay, I'm going to say the sentence and then I want you to echo it back to me. Ready? Jim had the pup. What's at the end of this sentence? What's at the end, Charlie? What's at the end of my sentence? Carter, can you help her out? A period. How did you know this was a period? Is this sentence just a period, a statement? Are we just saying something, or should this have been an exclamation point or a question mark? Is this one correct? What do we think? Rosalie, what do you think? Yeah, because all we're doing is saying Jim had the pup. Okay? What do you notice at the beginning of my sentence? What do you notice at the beginning? Abraham? We're just missing that line above it to make it a capital J. Why does that need to be a capital J? Always the start of our sentence, and also this is what, Rosalie? It's a name too, but always the start of our sentence, and then making sure we have that punctuation at the end, but also the space in between our words. Our sentence frames help us, so that way we can really tell which is each word and give us that good spacing. All right, what happens if I want to change Jim had the pup to Jim had the mop? What do I need to do here? I wanted to say Jim had the mop. Taj, will you come up and fix it for me, please? Jim had the mop. What do I need to do? Let's do it down below. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put an X through this. Let's see if he's correct. Let's tap it out together. Ready? Elbows up. You can go sit down, baby. Ready? Mop. Mop. So now let's read our new sentence together. Ready?
Jim had the mop.
Very good. All right, let's change it again. What if I want to change it so my sentence says Jim had the map. Jim had the map. Carter, will you come up and show me? What would I do? Jim had the map. What do I need to change? All right, X it out and put it underneath. Jim had the map. All right, let's take a look at a sentence. Let's tap it out. Oh, hold on, I need everybody's elbows up. Ready, together. All right, let's read the sentence together. Jim
had the map.
Ooh, what was this word again?
Map.
Map. Is this still just a period, just a statement? Yep, we don't need to worry about that because we're not saying anything exciting and I'm not asking you a question. All we're saying is that Jim had the map. Very good, Carter. All right, let's change it again. This time what we are going to do, instead of Jim, let's make his name Tom. Okay? instead of Jim, we're going to change it to Tom. So my new sentence is going to say, Tom had the map. Rodney, will you come up? Tom had the map. Ooh, good catch. Rodney, what'd you just do there? You capitalized it. He went to go do a lowercase t and he caught himself. Very good, because it's the start of the sentence. So our word is Tom. Good. Let's see if he's right. Let me see you ready to tap it out. Ready?
Tom.
Let's read our sentence together.
Tom had the map.
Very good. Alrighty. One more. We are going to now do, let's change had to hid. Hid. Tom hid the map. Charlie, will you come up for this one? Tom hid the map. Tom hid the map. Thank you. Let's see if she's correct. Ready? Oh, elbows up. Hid. Let's read it all together. Ready?
Tom hid the map.
I have a challenge question for you. If this is the word hid, how could I change it to hide? Hide. Hide. How do I change it instead of id to hide? Olive? How could I do that? Let me write it a little bit lower so you can reach it. How do I change hid to hide? What do I do? Why did you add an E to the end?
Because you couldn't say hide if you didn't have the E at the end. It was a long vowel.
All right, now because there's two vowels here, that makes it a long vowel, so that E changes it so that vowel says its name. So now it is I'd, with that silent E. Very, very good. All right, great job. We're going to get ready to break into our fluency. We have a new sheet today, so in a second we'll go ahead and get started with that.